And on 3, 2, 1. And welcome, David. So good to have you here. And we've
Thank
been
you.
so looking forward to this amazing conversation. Thank you for saying yes for this, because it just happened in a jiffy, and I'm so happy for this. And
Thank you.
going straight into deep dive, what is bars in business, David?
Well, it's my favorite thing in Access, to be honest. Bars and businesses was the idea was born when Gary found out how amazing an Access bar session can be for people. I think 30 years ago, he had this vision of, wow, if everyone around the world had the possibility to get their bars run whenever they are stressed, we would live on a different planet today. It took him quite a while until everybody got it and got over the point of view that access bars is too weird, too difficult to explain, and it's only known for the spiritual people. It started about 2.5, 3 years ago when the first companies started contacting Access about, hey, this strange thing you're doing, does that work in businesses as well? And this is how Bars and Business was born. Bars and Business is literally the idea of offering bar sessions to companies, organizations, hospitals. When people who do Access schedule their bars classes, they are more looking at, okay, who wants to come and learn bars? And then the people learn bars and they might become a bars facilitator. So bars in business is actually another whole wing of Access. When you look at the White House, there's the Oval Office, Gary and Dane managing everything, and then there is all this what Access does for the facilitators, the CFs, the BFs, all this. It's all to support the facilitators. Bars in business is the whole new wing on the other side of Access, where we want to support businesses who are interested in sessions, only in sessions. So bars and businesses, this inspiration, this idea, what would it take for everyone who knows how to run bars and how to teach bars was actually willing to approach companies, corporations, organizations, and run bars there without the idea of, will they come to my bars class? No, the only point is, will they book another session? So it's literally opening a whole new universe of new clients and new areas where access bars could become as popular as Japanese power napping, as popular as yoga and Pilates training. In this area of mental wellness for corporations, there are not many things that companies can offer. They can offer yoga, they can offer Pilates, they can offer some kind of breathing methods, and a lot of companies offer free consulting sessions with psychologists. That's about it. And access bars could be that new cutting edge, we call it employee care program, where we teach people how to run bars. And then, like in all the big access classes, when we are fried from translating, from being facilitated, what do people do? Oh, can you run my bars? What if that was the new way of relaxing in a big corporation, when a doctor who is having his third operation during a night shift goes to another doctor and says, hey, can you run my bars for 30 minutes? I'm really tired right now. That's where I see this going, where bars becomes this standard technique for everybody who is exhausted or who is kind of, they don't call it fried, they probably call it overwhelmed, has a fast way to recover and move on happy, without, torturing their body. That's bars in business, that invitation to the world to start receiving their their bar sessions.
Wow. That's such a beautiful prelude to the whole thing of bars and business. I'd ask Chandana ma'am to ask the next question, please, whatever is showing up in her world.
Thank you. Thank you, David. Thank you for that absolutely amazing introduction to what bars and business actually is. Because how many of us, we hear bars and business and we're like, oh, I got to go to a corporate. No, I don't want to go. I'd rather just avoid it. So many of us, we have that self-judgment of walking into a corporate house or walking into a hospital or in one of these places and actually taking bars there. So what would you suggest is the easiest way of actually taking bars to corporates and actually talk? What is the first thing that you find, that you would use as a tool when you were to take bars to a corporate
Well,
house?
the first thing I did, I had to admit that there is nothing more brilliant and effective than an access bar session. I just know. I don't need any of this, research, and get your bath run, experience it once. You will love it, or you won't sense anything and do something else. I use it to get over my jet lag. I use it to do these 20-hour working days where I am exhausted in the afternoon. And in my past life before access bars, I would just, I don't know, drink coffee, do a power nap, or I don't know, whatever. It just doesn't really work. But just yesterday, I have a lot going on at the moment. Yesterday, I have 3 bars practitioners on standby in Vienna because I just need 30 minutes and I'm recovered. So I called this one and said, hey, I need my bars run. 20 minutes later, he was here, gave me a 45-minute bar session. I was relaxed as if I had slept for 6 hours. And every time I have this, at 3 to 4 times a week, I have this aha moment. I said, wow, this is brilliant. This is just so brilliant. So I know it works. I don't trust that it works. I know it works.
Yeah.
So that's my general point of view. This is gold. This is amazing. This is such an incredible benefit. So when I go to companies or even talk to someone, I go, hey, I found this. It's amazing. If you really want to change your life, just give it a try and see if it works for you. That's how I introduce it. And then people start asking. And then you go, wait, this is just so effective. It's a cutting edge, revolutionary way of dealing with stress. Everyone's stressed, everyone's overwhelmed, but we don't have to suffer because of it. We have a way to handle it in 45 minutes. So that's how I introduce it. I know it works. I don't doubt. There is just no doubt in my universe. That an access bar session is the absolute gift.
Oh, yeah.
Add a little allowance because some people don't want change. Yeah. So if they say, like the accounting lady who works in my law firm, she didn't like it. She said, oh, what a waste of time. I have headache now. Okay, good. Do you want something else? Yes. Can I go to Pilates every week? Sure. Here you go.
Yeah.
So that combination of that knowing it works and also this, I just know it works. There's no doubt.
So
And allowance that someone might not like it.
Yeah. And it's almost like when you say that, it's almost like making it available to the world, making it available for everyone out there. And, just being an allowance of if they choose it or they don't.
It's that. And in order to make it available, I would just, there is a technique that's called read the room. You are aware what people need to hear, what they can hear, what they want to hear. Follow your knowing. And this is why we actually started Bars in Business. We came up with templates, with ideas, with presentations, with videos in order to help people to have more ease presenting it. A lot of people want to explain how bars work. Don't explain. And then people say, oh, they stutter around. They don't even know how to present themselves. Who are you? Well, there is this method and access, and Gary said, oh, I'm so fried. Oh, pot pock. That won't open a door into an office building or into a corporate world. But this is how these cute, amazing humanoids are. They are just so, oh my God, this is so great. I don't know how to put it in words. And then they just blurb out. And then someone who is not familiar with Access might go, ooh, is she crazy? This is why we actually started Bars in Business, to give you this idea and these guidelines and also templates, how to open these doors. It's just this first entrance where you just need to tell them what they can hear. And yes, they want the presentation. Well, then do the presentation. We have a template. And yes, they want a formal offer. Okay, let's do the formal offer. Here we have a template. So we want to make the first step easy, because I know this is the part where I totally get it's uncomfortable for someone who has never dealt with businesses. But just because it's uncomfortable doesn't mean it's impossible. In order to build that little bridge, you have Bars in Business as a support. We literally have almost everything that we experienced in the last 3 years turned into templates and ways how to handle it. That's what we offer with Bars in Business. This support, to speak the language of the corporate world.
Yes, and especially the training, the free training that's been, that's there for everyone to it's just amazing. I mean, I learned so much about watching all those videos, and I started to recognize how much, where I was doing access talk and where it would not be received. And, just like literally tapping into the heartbeat of the room and knowing what they would like to hear instead of forcing, what you think they should hear.
Well, I wish they would hear what I have to say.
Yeah, they just hear me once.
But they just don't. I don't know why, but they don't.
Yeah, just that. Can I force it down your throat?
Yeah. Or do it the American way. Speak slower and louder. Then they can understand.
Right.
Frankly speaking, for me, Dr. Kubis, what really worked when I started taking bars to businesses, watching the Bars in Business first training, which was a free resource now, and the second when I purchased that, and making my notes from the trainings and implementing it in my reality, where you do the stress presentation and where Rachel O'Brien talks about how to get in with CIOs. That really, really worked for me. And
Yep.
then watching those trainings and then buying Dr. Terry Hope's paid video. Showing that 5 minutes video has really brought about a hell of a change for everybody. And everywhere I have gone after that, no one has said a no.
Yes, and we have 3 more of these videos. The
Wow.
first video of Terry Hope is called The Science Behind Access Bars, where she literally explains what occurs in our brains. But we had so much feedback, from football clubs, from schools, from people who weren't really stressed at work. They just said, hey, I just can't sleep at night because I have to work the night shift. I have to travel long distance all the time. Pilots, doctors, nurses, or just, managers who still have to travel from, I mean, you can literally travel from Singapore to New York in 18 hours. That's like 12 hours time zone difference. Our bodies were not designed to travel that fast to the other end of the world. So we need to help them to adjust. And with access bars, and this is one thing you will learn when you watch this video, access bars not only relaxes the mind, it calms down the mind chatter, but it also works on the body level. It relaxes the muscles. So you get actually 2 benefits out of it. You relax your brain and the deep relaxation of your muscles. And now I understand why the sensation of recovery is for me is so amazing, because I get this full recovery on the, in the head and in the body, which is wow, I really wish more people had access to it, or at least would get a possibility to give it a try. The amount of stressed people I meet every day. I mean, just now before I came on this meeting, tomorrow we have this big project closing where all the contracts going to be signed. Everyone is freaking out and they all go, no, no, I have a headache. I'm so worn out. I'm so stressed out. I didn't sleep. And I go, I wish they had their bars run. So for tomorrow, for example, I am taking some bars in business brochures with me, but I will wait for the moment and ask, is now the time to offer it? Is now the time to mention it? Because if someone is so overstressed and then you tell them, here is something new, they go, oh, I'm so, one more thing on my plate and I'll drop that. That's another experiment I made. Wait for the perfect time when they ask. And most of the time people ask me because I'm not stressed. So I use myself, the way I be, the way I communicate. I never complain. I'm always friendly. They always go, how come? I mean, you never sleep, you travel all the time, you do this. Why are you not angry? Why are you not stressed? Well, I have this method that I regularly use. You want to know more? And if they say no, don't say anything. But if they say yes, say yeah. It's a method called access bars, 32 points, slightly touched on the head by a facilitator. You're knocked out for 45 minutes. For me, I always say for me, it replaces 6 hours of sleep. So I use myself. And having that conversation, everyone who's stressed will want it. And these videos that we are doing are amazing. What I use them for is to learn the language, to explain it. So I literally learned those words by heart. I mean, I produced these videos with Terry. I wrote the script with her. It wasn't that difficult for me, but learn the language. I used them to open doors, but I never had to present them in order to prove something. It seems to me that when I start talking about access bars and the relaxation, the bodies around you go, oh my God, we want this. So out of 2,000 conversations, there was probably one person who was like, do you have any scientific research on it? One out of 2,000. And then you just go, yes, sure. And then you hand them over the white paper of Dr. Fennon, which is 70 pages. Everybody goes, oh, wow, cool. Nobody reads it. But hand it over anyway. It gives you credential.
Thank you for that, because when you said we really should know where to shut the fuck up, that
Yes.
really worked for me, because I would give too much information, right? And when I started shutting up, and when without people asking, I would not say anything, that started changing the structures that we had built around it, or I had built around it, and that started flipping the script. So yeah, that's a big one. That's a really big one.
Yes, I always say less and be more. If you are being relaxed, people will ask you. But if you run around, nervous and excited, who wants to learn something about relaxation from someone who runs around like a headless chicken? Nobody. Who wants to learn to relax and take it easy from someone who just talk like crazy? Nobody. So be more and talk less. That always works. Be that space, be that allowance, be that interesting point of view. And people will want you. So be aware.
That is absolutely amazing how you said be that, because when you walk into an office or you walk in for a meeting, if you allow yourself to just to be the space, the person across you knows that you are different, and they want to then reach out to that difference that you be. And then the selling part kind of isn't required, because you're already being that invitation of something that's so different for
Yeah.
everyone to reach to.
I mean, we all know, I don't know if anyone is on this Zoom that has never heard of access consciousness or who doesn't know the clearing statement. But for example, we know the energy of SOP. Okay, we know the energy of interesting point of view. Be that. Don't say anything, and people will notice the difference. People speak energy. Their bodies speak energy. We are trained to ignore it. Okay, we're not. Nobody teaches us that, but our bodies still have it, and they still follow the energy. So if you be that relaxation, if you be interesting point of view, if you be allowance, and then if you add a little bit of this SOB sparkles in the room, you don't even have to wave your hands. I always do it. I just go, done. It's incredible how potent and powerful energy is. Incredible. I don't understand why people don't use it more. But that's how I close all the deals. This is how I literally handle everything I have to handle in life. I go, that. But I know it works. I don't doubt it. It just works. I don't know how. I have no clue how. I just know that. And if you be that, that relaxing, beautiful being that invites everyone to that state of relaxation, in total allowance, you become irresistible. Irresistible. That's guaranteed.
Wow.
Wonderful. That was really informative. And I I would have also, if it's okay, I'd love to ask Astrid about how she's taking, bars to hospitals, while David, and like we had this meeting yesterday where we talked about it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I would like to know more as well.
Ah,
Very
yeah.
Yes, of course, I'd like to share something about that. I had a ad on LinkedIn, and then somebody read the ad. It was about bars in hospitals and schools and business. And then there was a big hospital that said, wow, we want to know more about it. And then we had a conversation, and there was really a big topic about time. Yeah, we don't have time, and we don't have time, and we don't have time. And then they spoke about a 15 weeks program, and that the program, there was put in so much therapies that they didn't get it on time. So they needed 16, 17, 18 weeks for the program. And then I thought, oh, wow, when we do 1, 2, 3 bar sessions, then we can maybe shorten the program, because we will win so much time, because it's going to do things on a deeper level, where you don't have to talk about, or you don't have to put therapy in. And then they said, wow, if that is really something, then we can have a try to do it like that. So now we are going to build like kind of schedule where we give all the patients that are in the program also bars. And let's talk it for itself. So that's a big opportunity to do it like that.
Amazing.
That's wonderful. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, that's really amazing.
So,
I want-
Dr. Kubes, my next question to you would be, what is in store at ABC Mumbai?
Of course, we are doing we call it the Bars and Business Soiree because it's in the evening. And I have the honor to have Kalpana as my guest on stage. I know what I know about India. I think you guys were the ones who outcreated everyone else. You just went wild, especially in schools and businesses. And then there is a doctor. She opened her clinic where she literally offers all the body processes and access bars. you go wild. Yeah, I love it. There are not so many stupid rules and regulations and restrictions as we have in Europe, where literally the only thing in Europe where you don't need a license for is breathing. Literally, and in most countries you even pay a fresh air tax. When you go on a vacation on the countryside in Austria, you pay €1 a day air tax. A
Wow.
tax of breathing fresh air. So it's a bit it slows things down. It doesn't make it impossible, but it's my job to get licenses. I'm a lawyer, so for me it's fun, but I do get that sometimes people are going, oh my God, again, and this license and that permission. I think I want to learn what's different in India, because what people in India created with bars in schools, hospitals everywhere. Oh my God. Oh my God. So I'm actually coming to learn from you. I'm the spy. I want to spy you out and take that creativity to Europe. And in order to cover up my mission, I'm doing a meet and greet at Bars in Business soiree.
Undercover, undercover.
Undercover, where I will just let you know what's going on in the rest of the world. I want to show one of the new videos from Dr. Hope. We have amazing news. Mars in Business is changing. We're taking it to the next level to be way more reachable for companies, more this service provider for companies. All of this will be presented at ABC in Mumbai. We're finishing in this week, but when I talk to Access people, I actually can't shut up. So I will just share it all. We have the Anxious to Amazing program ready. I got the last versions, the final presentations and all of that. So all of that will be released during ABC. Maybe not officially, but definitely through me.
Wow, that's a lot that you just, just the very energy of what you just spoke is like, whoa, that's a lot that's in store for all of us.
Yes.
I can't wait to get myself there.
No, it's amazing. It's just, every time we share, every time we have these meet and greets, or sometimes we do stress relief congresses if we have more time. It's just amazing to hear people, what they create and other ideas. It's such an inspiration to find out what's going on in the world. And it's just empowering to do more of it and keep going. So I love these events. I'm very, very happy and very honored that I can be in Mumbai next week, presenting with Kalpana what's new with Bars in Business.
And we are honored to have you and share that space with you.
Thank you.
Can we invite anyone to this event, or how do we go about that?
Well, the idea of these events, so everybody who comes to the ABC, this is a gift from Access. If you don't come to the ABC, you want to come to the event, you just pay your attendance fee. And everybody who pays and has a friend from the corporate world or from an organization or a hospital, sometimes you don't know how to explain it yourself. These events are designed that you bring your corporate guest for free. So if you know anyone that you would like to introduce Access Bars to, but you don't know how to start the conversation, well, invite them to the event. So everybody who registers can actually bring a friend from the corporate world, so that we can show you, help you, and inspire you that you hopefully do one of these events yourself in the future. It's very easy. Just need a little venue, some nice snacks. You show the video, a presentation, and then you give people space to network. That's what you always do. You have the tea after the event. You have some snacks, and then the people from the corporate world get to meet Access practitioners. Access practitioners have this beautiful atmosphere where they can talk to people from the corporate world. So it's this engagement event where hopefully a lot of people will bring their friends or clients from the corporate world. So we have fresh people there who have never heard anything of access and invite them to the beauty of getting their bars run.
So, Dr. Kubis, is there a maximum number of corporate guests a single person can bring?
No.
They can bring as many as they desire.
Yes, but just don't abuse our generosity. If you have like 25 family members who want to meet David and Kalpana, and then just okay, we
That
we
doesn't
have to
work.
pay for the
Yeah.
venue, we have to pay for the snacks. So if there are 3 people paying and 200 people, might be difficult financially. And just let us know if you have this delegation from, I don't know, the biggest Indian TV show and you 30 people, let us know. Just let us know so we are prepared and can actually honor their attendance by having enough space, by having enough massage tables if they want to try it out. We need to know, but if you really have these big groups, come on, bring them. Let us know and we'll work out everything.
And even a bars practitioner is open to do that, right? They don't need to be a BF or a CF to do that.
No, you
Anyone.
have to know how to run bars. There are no prerequisites to run to invite people. Yeah, know how to run bars, or even if you don't know, because you just saw your, I don't know, sister doing it, you can still come.
So Archana is asking, will we get a copy of the presentation video to show others in the future?
Well, you have to buy this for $25. So if you want this your own, you can buy it from our research website. Why is this? Because all the research that Terry Hope does cannot be paid by access. Otherwise, it would be a paid research and that has no value. If I pay you, a company, if a company pays someone to do research, their results have no value because you get what you pay for. It's this reality's judgment. It's literally not allowed. So we have to fund all the research that Terry Hope does through donations, through selling these products. It's $25, not that much. But at the end, it brings in a good amount of money that helps us initiating new programs like these videos, research about the children, the sleep patterns, the athletes. That was only possible because so many people bought the first video and we had enough funds so that Terry Hope can go out and do her research. So if you buy it, you contribute to more of what Dr. Terry Hope is doing out there in the world.
Amazing.
You can buy the research directly from Dr. Terry Hope's website, guys. Some people have posted that question on the group. So yes, you can directly buy it. In fact, Lale had a call yesterday with Dr. Terry Hope, and Dr. Terry Hope said there that each research that she does costs her a minimum of $250,000. So it's not easy, guys, to keep doing researches, and access, as Dr. Kubis said, cannot pay for it. So everyone has to go individually on her website, buy the product, and then go ahead with that.
And on the Access website, we also have a sub-page where you can buy the research.
So it's been shared here.
Yes.
Wonderful.
It's the access, yeah. It's all, everything is here. It's really, if you go through these links and if you save these links of that Harry has shared in the chat, everything is really systematically created for you and to simply have ease with this. I mean, when I went through it, it's just so simple and so easy that you really want to go through these links and you really want to make the most of it. So save the links, and yeah, Harry said he will also be sharing it in the WhatsApp group for you all to have. And Kanika's asking if this event will be online.
No, it won't be online. You have to come. This is about engaging. It's like when you're hungry and you just read the menu in the restaurant, you won't have this orgasmic experience of having had the most amazing evening with great dinner, nice conversations. This is life, okay? And this is, first of all, it's an advanced body class. If we don't have the streaming set up, and in order to make it at that low price, if we had added streaming, we would need to ask another $300 for everyone to come. And what I would like to invite people, you need to come to this event, make it available, make it happen, and sense it. Okay, get this idea. It's different to meet someone in person than meeting someone on Zoom. Is it better? No, but it's different, and we want you to experience that difference. So many people are hiding in this. Let me try, let me think about it, and how would it be? No, we want you to take that action. Come, learn, engage, network.
And what can that create for their businesses? Just being there.
Yeah. And for those who just cannot come, well, then the invitation is, well, then why don't you create your own event to have the experience? We want people to copy us. We don't want to be the source for this. We want to be the inspiration so more people do what we do. So if you are one of those people that I so wish I could come, but I just can't make it, well, then organize your own event. How? You know that, okay? Don't wait. Just do it. And hey, the first event that I did, now it's really cool. For 2 years, I'm doing this, and it's getting better and better every time. But don't be afraid to fail. Just be you, set it up the way to the best of your ability, and then learn from it. And next time, well, make it a little better. But start. And that's the idea of this, get this, just get started, don't wait.
So Naina's asking, can bars practitioners present the presentations within their organization and other organizations as well, Dr. Kubus?
Of course, everyone can do it, everyone. I mean, the only thing is, if you're just a bars practitioner and you present this to your organization, and then the company says, well, can you come in and teach us? If you're just a practitioner, you don't know how to teach the bars. So in order to go into the companies and teach bars there, you need to be a bars facilitator. We need to make sure that when people, run bars, that they actually run bars. There is this, it's not very complicated, this quality assurance, but you need to make sure it's a bar session. I had years ago, I facilitated it in Shanghai. Ryan T, I think he's on here. He was with me, and there was this one lady. She ran bars. She didn't speak English, so she literally said, she needs to run my bars because she has this very special way to do it. She was tapping the bars points for an hour and a half, and when I told her, and I don't speak Mandarin, not to touch, she went like, and then she started massaging the points. After that torture, I called Ryan and said, Ryan, I need my bars run. I have a headache. So we need to make sure that these people who actually run bars know how to do it. So if you want to teach bars in companies, then you need to be a bars facilitator. But if you just want to go in and give them a session, bars practitioner, that's all it takes. Know how to do a bar session. No rules, no regulation. That's no form, no structure. You take this to the corporate world. This is the greatest gift. Go for it. Go wild. We are here if you need help. We are not here to put rules and regulations on this. If you need help, we're here. If not, you go wild.
Can they also
And Aarti's asked, sorry, ma'am, you go.
Sorry, no. I was just wondering. I said, can they also charge while they do that?
Of course.
Oh,
It's
that's
a
interesting.
business. Consciousness includes everything and judges nothing. So it includes receiving money. Of course, it's a business.
Amazing.
So, Dr. Kubis, can you talk about some stories of change with because everyone who comes to you who comes to other people with bars and business thing, they think we've only had success stories, right? And we've not seen we've seen success every time we've gone out. So could you talk something about that too, please?
Well, I do get success every time I go out. Because if someone says, no, I don't like it, I actually have clarity that they don't like it. So it's very successful because I know where I am.
Awesome.
Listen, access bars is not the right way to be, okay? An access bars is definitely not the solution to a problem called stress. It's a choice someone has. If people desire more ease in their life, come and try it out. After you tried it out, see if you also like it. Just because I am obsessed and with bars and love the bars doesn't mean that you have to like it. That's what I tell people. I said, I love it, yeah, but hey, there are other things that I might like and you don't. Give people choice. Don't make it the answer. Don't make it the right way to be. I mean, my accounting lady, I wanted people to be more relaxed in my office, so I offered them bars. But those who didn't want bars now go to Pilates twice a week. Yes, they are more relaxed. Great success. Great success. There is no. If you get a no, why would that not be a success? I always ask for clarity. I want to know, does it make sense to keep putting energy into this project? So I want to find out, do you like it, yes or no? I mean, if you if you run a steakhouse, would you waste time with a vegetarian? No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't. Oh, you're vegetarian. I'm so sorry. Well, why don't you go to this other restaurant, vegetarian? You don't go, oh, so bad. You don't like me. I'm a failure because a vegetarian doesn't want my steak. We don't do that. So please don't do it with bars. Hmm.
Do we?
Is there any info available about bars versus EFT tapping? What access bars can create or address which EFT tapping can't? I've been asked these questions while promoting bars to some friends in HR departments of an organization.
Well, EFT tapping is a different method. What's the difference between, I don't know, eating an apple and a tomato? Well, it tastes different. It is different. It's just different. You could tell them, listen, why don't you try the apple and see if you like it? And then you eat a tomato and see if you like it. And you choose what you want more of. It's different methods. And maybe there's something for some people, EFT tapping maybe works even better than bars. I would give people choice.
Yeah, it's really about that choice, right, David? It's just getting it available for everyone out there and for everyone to know about the bars. And then, just like David said earlier, just being an allowance of what they choose.
Yeah. And also be grateful if you get a no, because then you know they don't want it. Brilliant.
Yeah. Right. That was absolutely enlightening and amazing.
Thank you.
Really excited once again. Can't see you.
Well, I hope I see some of you next weekend. When are we on with the Bars and Business soiree? I think it's on, what date is it? Saturday?
17th
17th August.
Yes,
Yes,
17th of
on
August.
Saturday. I'll be in Mumbai live, and I hope I can meet as many as possible of all of you. I would be very, very honored if you come and see what we can create with Bars and Business in India together. And until then, well, get your bars run and enjoy. Thank you so much for the invitation today. Thank you.
Thank you so much,
Thank you,
Dr. David.
David.
It was
Thank
amazing.
you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Malvika, for putting this together. Thank you, Harpreet. And thank you, everyone who joined us. Bye,
Yes.
guys.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
The
everyone.
bars run.
Bye-bye.
Bye.